IncGamers Plays.
Hello, welcome to IncGamers Plays Air Buccaneers. I'm here with Tim McDonald.
Hello, I'm frolicking in the grass.
Tim the Viking. Although you're going by Eric the Swift.
Lost Vikings reference.
Yes. I've opted for Gefjun, who is either the goddess of fertility or chastity, depending which source you read. So it's pretty interesting. So this is a multiplayer co-op airship simulator. Maybe simulator is being a bit techie. It's more of an FPS style, but with airships, as you'd expect. It's Vikings versus Buccaneers. We opted to be the Vikings because obviously they're Vikings, so they're better. And also the Buccaneers, Tim, looked a bit deformed.
Yeah, they look quite odd. They look like they haven't eaten in quite some time.
Yeah, they were malnourished, which really means they can't pilot airships. So.
I was thinking, I guess that means that the Vikings are doing very well.
Yeah. So we do have some bots on this level. I'm going to bring up the team list. Basically, everyone with the preface IQ or IQ, I'm not sure what it is a bot. And our mission apparently is to protect the golden ship. So let's try and do that. Tim, are you on board a vessel at the moment? Or?
I'm on board Jotun 1.
Alright then, I'm going to grab this glider here. This is how you. This is the only way to fly if you need to quickly get to an airship that's in mid-flight. I'll join you, Tim, on Jotun 1.
Do you want to fly this, or...?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Let's fly this. Now, when we were recording earlier, just playing a basic deathmatch, we were doing quite well. So let's see if we can replicate that, now that we actually have to protect something, instead of just... Well, I suppose the part of the protection is just by gunning everything down, so...
I was going to say I was doing quite well, but considering you're steering, that's a fairly large impact.
Steering is an important part of this process. Because obviously, much like ships of old, it's good to get ships alongside the airships so that you can do a bit of a broadside type of thing. I see the golden ship there, so oh, good work.
Thanks.
Did we just drop on there? Nice.
We did.
Awesome. Who's next?
I think we need to go for one that's further to the right. It's kind of dead ahead of the ship.
Dead ahead, right. I've got these boosts you can probably see that periodically can do. I can send us forwards, upwards, left, right, etc. Bad noise.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
That crunching sound you're hearing is cannonballs interacting with our vessel.
What I do quite like is that you can actually hit the other players with cannonballs. It's just that because they're on the lower part of the ship rather than kind of big balloon,
It's a bit harder.
much more hit.
AI companion helped us out a bit. Yeah, there's a few other little bits and pieces that you can use actually. If I just stay on the wheel for a second, so it's okay everyone, stepping away from the wheel is fine. We'll just drift a little bit lower. So I've got these things called blockers, which are kind of like air shrapnel, I guess. Got a bit of a bonus for doing that, so that's a good sign. I've also got these gunpowder pouches that are like basic grenades. They're obviously useful for when you're a bit closer, because I can't really lob them very far. And everyone has a sword as well, because you can do... although we haven't really managed to achieve this yet, you can, in theory, do boarding actions. Leap aboard the enemy vessel and slay everyone on it. I imagine, and take it over in classic Viking style.
The cannons are rather difficult to aim, if only because you kind of... when you click to fire, you actually light the fuse. So you need to sort of aim ahead quite away, in truth.
Yeah, there's definitely a long fuse time on those.
Yeah, it's about 5 seconds on the fuse, I think.
Oh shit. I saw that coming straight towards us and could do nothing. I am now falling heroically to my death and bouncing off the ground.
That could have gone better.
I don't know, we did okay though, we did okay.
I'll let you select our next ship.
Alright, yeah. Let's go to Mjolnir 2.
Okay.
Mjolnir 1 looks like it's been under a bit of fire, so don't really fancy that one. There are some smaller two-man ships as well. I'm not sure if they're... I've not seen any on this level yet, but because obviously it's pretty cooperative, this game, in the sense that you want to, ideally on a vessel like this that has 4 cannons and some steering, you want sort of 4 or 5 players, but
yes, you can't really succeed on your own because you kind of need at least one person steering and one person manning a gun.
Indeed.
You know what I'm going to try? I'm going to try the flying balloon.
The flying... Oh, is that different? Yeah, you've got some different ammo.
I think that's the air mine.
Okay.
So as soon as we get away from this red ship, which is presumably
yeah.
friendly. Go, let's fire that out and see how it goes.
There's upwards in a minute. Rockets or something.
That's interesting. It fires lots of them too.
Let's go with that.
Air mine rocket hit. Yes.
Right.
I've also got a flamethrower, which is quite nice.
Gunpowder.
Yes, I think you're right.
I can give you commands like fire gunpowder.
I might try one of my. I might try one of my special shots, like zigzag or helix. As much as you have boosts when you're flying, I've got boosts as well. Let's try a zigzag shot and see how that does.
Do it. Power of zigzag will propel the Vikings to victory.
What the hell?
Well, it did. It did what it said it would do. Let's be honest.
I was expecting it to go down a bit more. I'll be honest with you.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure that the cannonball behaviour is accurately modelled in this game. So yeah, to give a little more detail, we have this is it's developed by Ludocraft, and it's currently in beta, I believe. I think if you pre-purchase it, you can kind of unlock the beta fully, and if you don't, you can sort of play it for a couple of weeks. A sort of limited time period. I think that is correct. And they're aiming to get it to retail in early December. Possibly slightly worrying that the only people we've found playing the game currently are a couple of the Russian dudes who asked us if we were Russian and then lost interest in us.
They said quite a lot of things in Russian before then. They were probably shouting at us and calling us noobs, which happens a lot when I play things online for some reason.
There shouldn't have been though, because we got the highest score on that level.
They were probably claiming that we were using unfair weapons and, you know, real...
using cannon hacks.
Good players don't use cannonballs.
Well, if we're true Vikings, we presumably should just try and crash into the ship as soon as possible. Not nicely done.
Thank you.
And board them. But I think cannonballs is working quite nicely.
Yeah, although if I can get much closer, I will try an air mine or something. You know, I'm going to try a helix shot in a moment.
Good. We should definitely do the flamethrower again if we get close enough. That was awesome. Only just to sort of...
The helix shot was interesting.
Alright, I'm going to try and bring us in.
Okay.
Wait for my boost to charge up so I can...
Just a flamethrower. Here we go.
Come on. Oh, just out of range.
I've got one of them left, I think, at least one, so I can do it again if we get closer.
I'm trying. Oh, destroyed it for us.
What are you cheating computers using cannonballs? Nobody uses cannonballs, they're rubbish. Noobs.
What have we been using?
I wonder if I can use boost on things like the flamethrower. If I can have a zigzag flamethrower.
That would be amazing.
It would. I'll try it. Well, I don't think it'll work.
We're doing quite well. I'm winning 210 to 162.
I can't see any enemy ships.
Neither can I. Perhaps we rule the skies.
Did the computer rage quit?
Probably. Well, we did, when we joined the server earlier, they were playing against each other in a slightly creepy fashion, so...
I'm trying to work out how to repair the ship, because that's apparently a thing that you can do.
Maybe the support
Oh, there we go.
stick thing?
Yeah, if you use the support stick right at the front, there's...
I'll help with that. There we go.
Our ship is... The health bar for the ship is going up very slowly.
Yeah. I guess that's useful if you have like 2 or 3 other people who can stay on the ship doing nothing except fixing it.
What is a support staff?
Let's have a look. It's a magic sort of drumstick that can repair dirigibles and airships apparently.
Well, that's something.
Yep. It's working pretty well. Vikings had magic, didn't they, Tim?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it's historically accepted that the Vikings had magic.
So yeah, it goes without saying that this game is going to be quite a bit more fun with more players.
We're about to crash.
I'll take the helm!
Yeah, I'll stop us from doing that. Don't really want to crash the tree. Although I have to say, it has been relatively entertaining just playing with a couple of us.
A player joined the other team.
Oh my god.
That's the first. That is, I think, the first. Oh, he's left.
Thank god.
I'm gonna say, I think that's actually the first player, the first Buccaneer player I've seen. Because it's not like most online games where you kind of get assigned to a random team. You choose your team before you join a server, and I don't know whether you kind of level up separately on each team as well. It's kind of back on the main menu is where you choose whether you're going to be playing as a Viking or a Buccaneer.
You do. There are also some sort of leveling up perks and stuff which I will take a look at after this game, because we actually both, I think, have enough experience points to buy some of those, so that's probably what I'm going to look at.
You may be right. And it appears there are enemy ships around again, so I'll stop repairing us for the moment and start shooting instead.
Some kind of weird wind effect there, just taking me away from that big tree.
Do you want, shall I pilot for a moment? You can have a go with the guns and show off how the shooting works.
Let's do... Oh no! They destroyed the ship!
They won with 10,219 points.
We held out until the last 40 seconds and then... bastards! Alright, well that was an inglorious defeat. I thought we were doing well there, but... still, I got best defender. You got most destructive and best aim. Congrats. Are you throwing grenades at me?
I'm throwing bags of gunpowder.
Stop it. Hang on, I need to try that. I'm basically rocket jumping with gunpowder bags. Awesome.
I do like as well that even on the victory and defeat screen, when it goes all cinematic, you can still do things.
You can witness the amazing jumping animations. Alright, I'm going to quit out and go back to the main menu.
Okie dokie.
Or try to. There we go. So yes, it's got some... let me see, what have we got here in character stuff. Let's see, I need 16,000 XP for a horned helmet. I currently have 118, so that's a little out of my price range.
I think I can get right upper arm armour.
Oh.
That appears to not be greyed out like the rest.
Indeed. Right, well I'm going to buy that then, because that's something I can afford.
I don't know. I don't know if we actually buy them. It looks like once you hit that level of experience, you just unlock it.
Oh, you just get that. Oh, okay.
I think
so maybe it's in the perks where you.
Yes, you might be
So
right.
do these unlock then? Do you reckon? Or do you reckon you choose these? No,
I think these unlock because I haven't seen my XP go down, and I'm now wearing one.
annoyingly, I'm 1 XP away from being level 3.
I'm 14 XP away. So yes, you were right. In the game you played without me, you did get a wondrous 13 XP.
Yeah. I was basically trying to learn how to fly and fire cannons at the same time. It was a bit tricky.
Yeah, my first game.
So what do you think of Air Buccaneers, Tim? This brief sample of the.
Well, I think it's quite hard to judge without playing it with more people. I do like the idea. I think it's certainly got potential, and it's quite possibly got legs if it attracts a player base. Because I can't think of much else that's quite like it. Guns of Icarus Online is somewhat similar, from what I understand.
Yes,
yeah,
to the extent that this game actually mentions them in their FAQ.
Yes.
And say we like them. Give us both a try, basically.
Yeah. I rather like the idea behind it. I do wonder whether it's going to be varied enough, but it does seem like there's a fair few game modes, so that might do the trick with deathmatch, domination, and protect the golden ship.
That's what we've seen so far. Yeah, the domination appeared to be to try and keep your airship near to this sort of floating platform. Your score would go up accordingly the longer you stayed near it, which is quite a typical mode, but made quite interesting in the sense that you're using airships, so they drift around all over the place.
I do, however, still think the animations are a bit wonky, and having not seen anything of how the close-up combat works, I don't quite know how that will go. But yeah, I do like the idea of flying big, slow ships and launching broadsides with a team. It seems to work quite well based on how we did with just the two of us.
Yeah, you had quite a good idea, Tim. With the cannons, you kind of suggested a golf sim style aiming system where you could kind of pack the cannon to send it more left or more right or something.
We'll adjust the amount of gunpowder in there, and we'll pack it more to the left as well, so that we give it a nice curve.
I actually thought that was quite a decent idea.
I would like to play battle golf.
Yeah. Yeah, I like you. I think it's quite a fun idea. It is definitely makes a change to have kind of large, relatively slow vessels with still a certain amount of manoeuvrability with the whole boost angles going on. I definitely like that. You know, you have to sort of work. It's kind of a dual layer of teamwork, because you're obviously with more players, you're going to have to work as an individual team on your vessel, but also as an overall team in the grand scheme of things.
Yes.
So, sort of large explosion sound.
Yeah, so
bursting through.
I'm going to wander into the game for a moment.
What's going on?
I don't know, but lots of our ships are apparently being destroyed by the computer. You're floating in mid-air, presumably because you're on the main menu.
Probably because I'm looking at the main menu, yes. Anyway, as we should probably wrap this up. Let's bring this to a close by saying that this is in beta. You can go to airbuccaneers.com, download it for yourself, and have a game. And by the looks of it, unless we're just on at the wrong time period, it could do with a few more players in it to give the rounds a bit more legs, a bit more life. So
I would suggest, though, if it looks at all interesting, go and round up a couple of friends and try and give it a whirl. So I think it seems quite interesting.
Yes, get 3 or 4 friends, maybe more, and remember to play as the Vikings because they're the best.